The future of superheroes is female, according to Marvel, DC, and half of the people in the entertainment industry. They want to push the men aside and make way for the strong, independent women. Now, I recently talked about some massive rumors circulating around the internet about how they want to reboot the DCEU and replace male characters like Superman and Batman with Supergirl and Batgirl, but they finally revealed the suit for Batgirl, and a lot of people aren't very happy about it, and of course, one of the directors is already attacking upset DC fans. I have a bunch of things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted, and of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So Leslie Grace decided to share the first look at Batgirl that we've gotten, and she used a Barbara Gordon quote. It says, "I use their expectations against them. That will be their weakness, not mine. Let them all underestimate me, and when their guard is down and their pride is rising, let me kick their butts." And a lot of people have a lot of different thoughts about this. Of course, you've got some people saying she looks absolutely fantastic, and they think that this is going to be the best movie they've seen. And then you've got a lot of DC fans saying this just doesn't look good enough. Now, at first, I didn't think that it looked that bad, but the more I look at it, the more problems I have with it. I think that the colors are decent, the purple's vibrant, but it's not too bright. I wish the gold stuck out just a little bit more, but I think that altogether, it just looks a little cheap. It doesn't look like it was made to fit her specifically. It looks a bit big and a bit boxy, and I've seen cosplayers do a better job than how this looks. These are photos from a major production. They got Michael Keaton in on this project, so you'd think that the costumes would be A+, on point, and I just don't see a perfect costume here. It looks big, it looks boxy. It doesn't look, in my opinion, as good as it could have. I think the cowl looks pretty good. I think the pose looks fine. I'm not super impressed by this photo. Honestly, I feel like it looks a little bit Batwoman. I feel like with Batwoman as well, they just couldn't nail the outfit. Looks a little boxy, looks a little weird. Something with it just doesn't look perfect. But it's not the worst costume we've seen, but it feels very CW, I'm going to be honest. A lot of people are talking about this right now. Disgusting Films put out a tweet saying Leslie Grace has shared a first look at Batgirl, and people on the internet, of course, are responding, giving their thoughts. It's very mixed right now. There are people saying it looks great, others saying it doesn't. Someone here said looks perfect. People are pointing out that they race swapped her, and that isn't very accurate. People are saying things like, did they run out of money? And honestly, it looks a little bit thrown together. It looks a little bit rushed. Like maybe this was their second or third option for costumes. People are saying things like, love it. If you think that this looks good, that's awesome. Good for you. I want people to be able to enjoy entertainment, but as a DC fan, I'm not super excited for this movie. I have a lot of hesitation. Somebody said it looks phenomenal, hyped for this movie and the future of the DCEU, and someone commented back saying it looks cheap, and they have almost 300 likes. Someone said the CW is the blueprint, and again, it just kind of looks like a CW outfit, I'm going to be honest. People are saying things like CW suit, CW's the blueprint, people talking about how it just doesn't look as good as it could, and people are allowed to dislike the suit if they want. Of course, if you like it, that's good for you, awesome, you're allowed to like it, and if you dislike it, hey, I agree with you, I do not think that this looks awesome, but of course, people in Hollywood cannot take criticism, they cannot take people not liking the products that they're releasing and not liking designs that they've created because, of course, the director has already gone on social media and attacked DC fans. This is from Batgirl Film News. It says the director has posted a meme on his Instagram about the response to the Leslie Grace Batgirl suit reveal. Of course, it's the famous Batman slapping Robin. It's Robin saying it looks like cosplay, and then Batman slapping him and saying, "Shut the F up and wait for the film." I understand if you do not want to be criticized. I think that that's normal. As a human being, most people feel confident in their work and they don't want it to be criticized. But going on social media and attacking DC fans simply for not liking this outfit is pathetic, and it's not going to work. It's like a race to the bottom with these guys. Even though they're race swapping characters, I personally and a lot of other people were willing to give it a try and give it a chance, but this is why movies fail. Going on social media and attacking the very people you need to watch your content isn't going to work. Of course, though, the media is already defending Batgirl, this director, putting out articles like this. Batgirl director slyly responds to costume criticism. This isn't sly, it's not funny, it's not something that, makes me respect him at all whatsoever. It's absolutely pathetic that you were already going on social media to attack people who simply don't like the way the costume looks. There aren't people saying that they're gonna boycott the movie because it looks bad, they're gonna boycott the film because they don't think it's gonna be good. People are just sharing their genuine criticisms, and directors, producers, actors should run with criticism and say, you know what? We like it, we felt confident in it, but we understand your criticisms and we hope that you're still going to give our movie a shot. That is what makes me respect people in Hollywood, but of course they don't know how to do that. They only know how to go on social media and post garbage like this. An actor decided to go on social media and chime in on the discussion, saying the Batgirl suit is comic accurate and looks dope. You're just mad it doesn't have individual boob cups and a corset, and they are getting roasted by people. There are comments here saying things like, people aren't mad it doesn't have that. They're mad because it looks cheap, and year one shouldn't be an excuse for cheap shit. I 100% agree with this. I feel like they still could have made it look better. I understand it's supposed to be year one. It might not be the best iteration of a suit, but it just looks very cheap and thrown together last minute. People are saying things like, but these are better though, sharing other screenshots of different iterations of Batgirl. People saying things like, no, it's not about that. Even the cosplayers' costumes are 1,000 times better. That's what we wanted. Did I expect this movie to come out and have it be absolutely phenomenal and be everything we wanted? No, of course not. The one problem I have with this movie is the future of the DCEU. I personally would love another movie with Ben Affleck's Batman, Henry Cavill's Superman, and Wonder Woman together, and I don't have a problem with them wanting to introduce these other characters like Supergirl and Batgirl into the DCEU because they've been good in the comics, but when you're replacing the men with women to push agendas and you want people to forget about those versions of characters, that's what I have a problem with, and according to the rumors, that's exactly what they want to do. Ultimately, we'll have to see how this movie goes. We know that there are a lot of big actors part of it. Maybe this movie will be absolutely fantastic, but when directors start attacking individuals for not liking the suit, I know a lot of the interest that I have completely falls off of a cliff. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.